Thank you for partnering with Fear to Freedom in our mission of supporting survivors of sexual and intimate partner violence and educating our communities to combat this violence. This video will give you an overview of what our Fear to Freedom AfterCare Kits include and how you can incorporate them to help you provide additional care to your patients during the medical forensic exam. Fear to Freedom AfterCare Kits are filled with tools that survivors of sexual and intimate partner violence may find useful in meeting both their practical and emotional needs throughout the exam. Our kits are also meant to be a useful resource for medical personnel facilitating these exams to enhance their efforts in providing compassionate care to their patients. AfterCare kits are available in both adult and child versions. Regarding meeting survivors' practical needs during the forensic medical exam, each of our AfterCare kits include new underwear or boxers upon request, as well as gender-neutral sweatpants and a t-shirt. Being able to leave in a pair of real clothes instead of a hospital gown or scrubs after their exam is much more dignifying for survivors. Even if they keep the clothing they came in with, having the option to change into something clean and comfortable is such a compassionate thing to be able to offer patients. The toiletry kit has items that provide patients the opportunity to get cleaned up after the exam so they can leave feeling a little more refreshed than when they came in. The exam and reporting process can feel long and overwhelming for survivors. Processing and remembering everything they're being told during this time can be difficult. The included journal and pen provide survivors a way to write down any important information, instructions, or contact information they may need to reference later. Journaling can also be a healing practice. Our children's aftercare kits also include a coloring book and crayons, which can be a useful distraction to help them feel more calm and patient during such a long and challenging process. Regarding meeting survivors' emotional needs for their healing journeys, each of our aftercare kits include a resource card which lists helpful national hotlines and information that can help survivors as they work on processing and healing from their experiences. A handwritten note of support included by a volunteer. Reading that compassionate message a stranger wrote for them can shine a light of hope and reassurance to the survivor during a very dark time. A freedom stone, which survivors can use as a comfort item by rubbing or fidgeting with it to help ease their minds during uncomfortable moments. Freedom Bear, which is more than a cute stuffed animal, it's a trademark therapy tool designed specifically for our Fear to Freedom kits and survivors of trauma. While holding a soft, comforting item like Freedom Bear during the exam process can be useful for patients, it has much more than that function. Freedom Bear wears a backpack with special paper inside. Survivors can write something they're fearful of or just not ready to face right now on this paper, then tuck it away in the pocket in Freedom Bear's heart, where Freedom Bear will hold it for them for as long as they need. When the survivor is ready, they can take out that paper, place it in hot water, and watch those words they wrote fade away as the entire piece of paper dissolves. This can be a very healing, symbolic practice for survivors that you can explain when you offer them their Fear to Freedom kit. Fear to Freedom aftercare kits can be a great addition to your patient care practices. Integrating them into your forensic exam process can look different depending on what suits your facility and procedures best, but here are a few examples. After the forensic nurse examiner or other provider who'll be conducting the exam introduces themselves and the process, briefly explain what the aftercare kit is, its contents, and offer it to the patient before beginning the exam. Knowing ahead of time that they have a way to clean up and close the change into can be reassuring for the patient. Having access to a journal and pen, as well as Freedom Bear as a comfort item throughout the entire process can also be helpful. If you have patient advocates regularly present during these exams, having them introduce the kit and carry it with them so the survivor can access it is a great option that keeps this off the plate of the provider conducting the exam. If integrating these kits at the start of the patient encounter doesn't work for your process or you forget, that's okay. Offering the kit at another point in time is also a valid option. Sharing the aftercare kit at the end may afford you a bit more time to explain what it is and how the survivor can utilize it. If you have paperwork and resources you give to them at the end, placing those directly in their kit after you explain them can be a good way for the survivor to keep track of everything and more easily take it with them when they're discharged. We hope you find that our aftercare kits are a useful tool in helping you provide compassionate care to your patients during the medical forensic exam. We're always looking to improve and want to hear from you, so don't hesitate to share your opinions and experiences with us. Thank you for partnering with Fear to Freedom and for your commitment to supporting survivors of sexual and intimate partner violence.